A very good morning to all. Myself Haina Balaburu, working as an assistant professor of English department at Goraisar College, Goraisar. The topic that I am going to discuss today is on P.B.Shelley's poem Ozymandias. So my targeted audience is UG students of English literature. The objectives of my class is to analyze the character of Ozymandias, citing specific details in the text to identify and describe the major themes in the poem. So before going straight to the poem, let us first know about the poet. P.B.Shelley was an English poet of the early 19th century. He is widely known as one of the most important poets of Romantic movement in English literature. Some of his poems like Ozymandias, that was published in 1818, or To the West Wind, that was published in 1819, To a Skylark, 1820, etc., are among the most famous in English. Shelley was known for his radical, political, and social views, and these are reflected in his works. While observing the poetry of Shelley, one cannot separate the political views and rebellious nature of men from his work. About the poem, Ozymandias is a poem written by the English poet P.B.Shelley. The poem Ozymandias is a sonnet, a 14-line poem. It was first published in the weekly paper The Examiner in 1818. The sonnet is about the ruins of the statue of Ozymandias. In antiquity, Ozymandias was a Greek name for the ancient Egyptian pharaoh Ramesses II, who ruled from 1279 BCE to 1213 BCE. The poem ironically presents a great message about the transitory existence of the boastful might of the ruler. So coming to the text, coming to the poem. So we will first discuss the first 8 lines. I met a traveler from an antique land who said, two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them, on the sand, half sunk, a scattered vicious lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tells that its sculptor well those passions read, which yet survive, stem on this lifeless thing, the hand that mocked them and the heart that fed. So we will discuss the first 8 lines. So here in the first 8 lines, the speaker recalls having met a traveler from an ancient land who told him a story about the ruins of a statue in the desert of his native country. The traveler said that two vast legs of stone stand without a body, and near this a massive crumbling and broken stone head lies, which is half sunk in the sand. The statue has a bitter and cruel expression of sneer and cold command, and this indicates that the sculptor has understood the patience of his subject really well. It was also obvious that the statue was of a man who sneered with contempt for those who were weaker than himself, yet fed his people because of something in his heart. So here, the meaning of this line, the meaning of this word, scattered vicious lies, it means that the face of that statue, the face of Ozymandias was scattered, was destroyed, the face was destroyed. And the line, wrinkled lip and a sneer of cold command. So this line is the expression on the face that brings out the arrogance of the king. So the last line, the hand that mocked them. So here, the hand is that of a sculptor who has been able to carve and mock the arrogance and vanity of the king. And the heart that fit. Here, it is the feeling that ruled the heart of the king, fed the sculptor's creativity. So coming to the last 6 lines here. And on the pedestal, these words appear. My name is Ozymandias. King of kings. Look on my works, ye mighty and despair. Nothing beside remains round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare. The lone and level sands stretch far away. So here, in the 6 lines, on the pedestal of the statue, these words are inscribed. My name is Ozymandias. I am the King of Kings. If anyone wishes to know how great I am, then let him surpass any of my works. So here, look on my works, ye mighty and despair. So here, Ozymandias lived with the belief that other mighty rulers would not be able to attain his greatness. So here, around the decaying ruins of the statue, nothing remains, nothing was there. Only the lone and level sands which stretch out around it far away. This is all about the poem. So the explanation is already given here, lines 1 to 8 and line 9 to 14. So coming to the theme of the poem, the major theme behind Ozymandias is that all the power is temporary. No matter how prideful or tyrannical a ruler is. Ozymandias makes it clear that every person, even the most powerful person in the land, will eventually be brought low. The name nearly forgotten and the monuments of the power becoming buried in the sand. The poem Ozymandias implies that all the rulers, dynasties, political regimes will eventually crumble as well, as nothing can withstand with time. So this is all about the poem, all about the theme of the poem. So this is the reference that I have taken from. Thank you.